I just endured such hardship last night because I had to watch the game live. I didn't set
tough, man.
I forgot there was a game on last night.
So sad.
And I remembered like around 7:15. And so didn't have time to really, I didn't have a VCR at this, a DVR.
What?
In this location of my choosing, and so I had to watch live, and I just don't know how y'all do that. There's commercials that you got to see.
You mean you couldn't even pause and back it up?
Correct. I don't have a DVR.
Wow.
I didn't get to see King Henry last night. That was a bummer.
Maybe they retired him.
Never.
Oh.
I mean, I always watch it live because I also like to follow along on Twitter and see what like the beat writers are saying who are at the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
But I also like the ability, even though I'm watching live, to back it up and what did Troy just say? Or let me look at that play again.
I'm telling you, it's the strangest sensation. It feels like I have zero control over my life when I can't even back it up to rewatch a play.
Yeah.
This is inhuman.
It is.
I mean, how did people survive?
I'm so sorry you had to go through that last night.
That's a tough one, pal.
I know. It was really tough. Speaking of tough, very sad to see Shoddy and others on the sidelines wearing their Marshawn Nealon shirts, and I can't decide what I ultimately think about that. I know how I feel, how it made me feel. You'd sit there and be, all right, great play, that's a great play. And they show Shoddy on the sidelines celebrating something good that happened, but it's the stark reminder once again. So it was like a roller coaster watching that. Because it also has something to do with that very intimate shot they have of him. There's something about that photo of his face that's very beautiful or loving, or there's some quality on his face. So it arrested my attention every single time.
Well, maybe that's what they wanted. Something that was definitely would be a stark reminder. And yeah, I just looked at it as well. That's what they voted to do as a team, and that's what they wanted to do, and so they rolled with it. I thought it was cool that that's what Shoddy wore. He didn't wear his game apparel and wore that.
Yes, I agree. It just made for an emotional roller coaster night.
Yeah.
Seeing that each and every time. But, yeah, certainly support them. Las Vegas, such a great place to have a team. If for no other reason, then you get the best bumper shots there. Because you get crazy fat Elvis sitting on a throne.
Well, how about that guy?
I love all that. And
it could be you in 15 years.
It makes. What do you mean 15 years? I'm basically there now. I just need the sideburns. But it made me realize the value of having an NFL team, especially for the free advertising for your city, the bumper shots. And I think that this is an underutilized thing. Like, it seems like the networks should really start selling that as ad time to the host city businesses.
Sure.
Like, if I have opened I don't know, let's say, well, Clyde Warren's not a business, but if you
a famous pizza place.
A famous pizza place or something, it seems like you want that feature on this national broadcast.
That is a great idea.
And so why aren't you selling this as ad time? And Joe, like, it's got to be limited to 5 seconds a copy. There's the famous Campese's Pizza. You're in Dallas. You got to check that out. It's a classic, Troy, or whatever it is. It's got to be a really short read, but with a few bumper shots and taking the pizzas out of the oven, whatever they're doing.
Boy, you should
money-making opportunity.
You got to suggest that to a network. I'm not so sure they don't already do that.
It may be.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Because otherwise it's free advertising for whatever they choose, but if you're a business, you want to take that choosing out of the running. You want to choose for them. But we could have, hey, there he is sitting in his perch on the 6th floor, and when you come to Dallas, make sure you visit him.
God.
Visit him.
It's hologram Lee Harvey.
No, they
always comes back to Lee Harvey.
George W. Bush was on the Manning cast, and I didn't have a chance to check it out. Did anybody flip over?
I recorded it. I haven't watched
it yet.
Thanks, buddy.
No.
You bet.
What I'm seeing here.
I like the Manning cast, but if it's a game I care about, I just can't watch it.
I agree.
I need to check it out.
I get too distracted from the game.
Would I like it?
Yes, you would like it, because they bring guests on, and
yeah,
the game is kind of secondary, but then they'll lock in on something. Hey, look at this, Eli. So it's two brothers watching a game.
I'm watching. What is the commercial that Peyton's? That's a stupid question. He's in 50 million of them. When he's up there giving the motivational talk and whoever that's for. But he's such a funny actor. Is there any way that Eli's as funny as him?
No.
He's a different kind of funny. I think Eli's funny too, but they're very different.
Because I remember Eli not having near the acting chops that Peyton has.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
But maybe he's got a subtle, smart.
I think
sense
he's
of
funny.
humor.
Yeah, I think it's one of the things I like about the Manning cast is that I think they're both funny.
Well, I'll have to come over and watch it on DVR with you since you have a DVR.
Okay.
What's with Dak shaking the hands of all the offense when they start a series or when they?
He's done that several times this year. They'll just go up, everyone. Hey, let's go.
It's not every time they start a series. He'll just throw it in, I guess, when he wants.
Yeah.
When he feels like they need focus. I love it.
I think he did it last night.
So weird.
It was the first time that Pickens and Lamb were in there, and he said, "Okay, we got him. Here we go."
Okay, and I missed the explanation there. What did they do to get crossways?
So did we all.
So they haven't announced it yet.
No. They missed. Schottenheimer said they missed something or a couple of things. So it could be a meeting they were late for, curfew. Who knows?
All right. Do you have my soapbox over there somewhere?
It's right
you could just nudge it over towards me. Why do we have to do this theater of you're going to be sitting down at the beginning of the game? That's how you're punished and everything. And then it's me. Okay, get in there as soon as you can. Afterwards, you're gonna have to sit out the first series or possession or whatever.
Look,
you're going to hurt your
get
team.
away with so much around here. It's refreshing to see.
You're going to try to hurt you. You know it's going to hurt your team because those two guys are really important.
Yes.
But you're going to do it to teach them a lesson.
Because the rest of this year, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. Although, what if they go on this big? They're not going to make the playoffs. It's about establishing a new culture. That's what they're trying to do. That's what he's trying to do.
All right. And you know me, I've always thought that there's such a exaggerated importance placed on somebody starting. They started the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, well, okay, do you get a bonus for that? I guess maybe there is a bonus structure if you start the game and play on the first play. It's a place of honor. But then if you just put the guy in the second play, what was the big? I don't understand that whole thing of being they started him.
Yeah, in football, it probably means less than football or hockey. It means less than the other sports because you're switching out so quickly.
Right.
Maybe not on certain positions, offensive line, they're going to pretty much stay in there the whole game, but skill position switches out a lot. Quarterback doesn't. That's significant if you're the starting quarterback.
Yes. But I still don't if you name someone else a starting quarterback and you put Dak in the second play, let's say, and he plays the rest of the game, then why don't we? Yeah, but he didn't start that game. What does that matter?
It's not the thing about starting. It's just, you're right. It is some window dressing. There's no doubt about it. But at the same time,
but it's window dressing.
You're showing
in
the
those
team,
two receivers. You're not punishing those receivers. You're punishing every one of their teammates.
I guarantee you they felt pretty low when they're over there and their team is out there to start the game and they are not out there and they know why.
Yes,
I think there is some power behind it.
They were embarrassed.
It's such a small amount of power.
And they have reporters asking about it afterwards. Right. It's a thing. Gordo. I think it really is.
The two of them were embarrassed by it.
Okay. You've never been held accountable here, so you can't relate to it.
I don't understand accountability.
We probably should have sat you for a couple of plays at some point.
Okay, and explain to me about the little black hockey puck thing again. I've asked you about it before that the ref throws down there when when you catch it. Yeah, the bean bag.
Yeah.
Like, I still don't understand that technology. Like, this is the latest and greatest thing, and that's why we stick with it, because it so accurately marks this point that this player caught this ball. Meanwhile, I'm seeing him throw it. It's 4 yards off of where the guy even caught the ball. Why do they do that?
I've never understood that. It's so easy to go back because we have, video.
Yeah.
Where you can see exactly where the spot of the foul or the return started, whatever they're trying to mark. I've never understood
instead of this half-ass thing that you throw out on the field where a bunch of players' feet are kicking around.
Right.
It seems crazy that they still do this.
Well, they may be about to change that with the eye in the sky. Hey, that punt return started at the 32. That's where you're going to mark the penalty from.
And then the Oscar goes to Tyler Guyton for that ridiculous flop.
Ridiculous.
It was so funny. It was so great.
3 seconds later.
Yes.
After the punch, he flops.
He does the Kennedy head snap.
Again.
God, man.
The Harvey Oswald. I meant Kennedy, the old VJ from MTV.
I don't remember him doing a head snap.
That was a girl.
No.
Or her.
That was a woman person. Anyway, and then Jake Ferguson had that ridiculous mime. He was busting through a wall, but he decides to look around it. I don't know what that was all about.
There he was.
And then there he was. I still don't understand why a defense, if you intercept the ball you can then, and then you get pushed out of bounds or tackled, then they just, let's stop the game and let's allow the defense to move all the way down the field as if they did score a touchdown, as if it was a pick six. We got to let them do their celebration. Why do they allow that?
I don't know. But whatever you do not hug that goalpost.
Yeah.
If you do that,
we can't
alarms
have that in the NFL. Those goalposts cost so much money. Do not touch them. All right, so a few observations.
All right, Gordo, thank you. That is the O-Deck.
Thank you, Craig. Do you remember the story that we had here in Muse in the News about this pilot who was off duty that was riding in the cockpit in an extra seat? I didn't know planes still had extra seats in the cockpit. Have you noticed that the planes that we take, when you get a chance to glance into the cockpit, it looks really crowded in there?
Mm-hmm.
But back in the 70s, you see their old cockpits, they had another dude who was at a desk facing another direction. And
navigator?
Yeah, there was like a lounge in there. And I don't know, it just seemed like there was a lot more room back in the day. Anyway, this guy was riding in the extra seat in the cockpit, and he went crazy and tried to shut down the engines.
Whoa.
And his name was Joseph Emerson. Still is Joseph Emerson. He did not drive the plane into the ground, taking all 80 lives with him at the time. The other pilots were able to subdue him. He had taken mushrooms a few days before and hadn't slept for 40 hours.
Oh, no.
Well, he has now been sentenced to time served and 3 years supervised release, so he avoids prison time for this.
I hope that also in that punishment is he's never allowed on a commercial flight again.
Yeah, I read through the whole story and it didn't say that they had taken his license away.
Oh,
wow.
I don't know. Maybe he did lose his flying privileges. Yeah, he tried to cut the engines of a Horizon Air flight from Everett, Washington to San Francisco back in October of 2023. So the plane was diverted, landed in Portland, and he said that he was despondent over a friend's recent death, had taken psychedelic mushrooms, and hadn't slept in 40 hours, but he thought he was dreaming, and he was trying to wake up by grabbing these two red handles that would have activated the fire suppression system and shut off the engines, shut off fuel to the engines.
Wow.
Bad decision, though.
But he spent 46 days in jail, I guess, while awaiting something or another. But that's how long he had spent in jail, and he just gets time served.
See, and we talk about old conversations. I've always told you, I just have a fear of psychedelics and drugs, and you're like, you don't understand, man. Mushrooms are so good.
Okay, this is made
and I was like, I don't know, Gordon. They may make you do something crazy. No, man. You can see God when you take those.
Okay, that is not. Emerson's attorney described his client's actions as a product of untreated alcohol use disorder.
You don't know many Emersons in this world. I only knew one before this story.
And?
Two. Emerson Boozer.
Yeah.
And Emerson Biggets.
What about the Emerson? Oh, God.
There it is. I knew it was coming. Huh?
What's that?
The
I
Emerson,
had a friend, he had a wife, had a big old chest on her. Oh, yeah, what was your friend's name? Emerson Biggins?
Don't forget Emerson, Lake, and Palmer.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Didn't we have one of those guys in here? The drummer?
Jim Palmer, the pitcher for the Orioles.
We had Carnell Lake, the drummer.
What did
George
they
is
sing,
drunk
by
today.
the way?
I just took some mushrooms.
Anyway, Emerson now has been in treatment, and he said he's been sober, and he said this was
good.
all a gift to him.
Oh, okay.
It
But
was
that 46
empowering.
days in jail is a blast.
And he
That was
he
a real
said
gift.
that trying to tank a plane of 80 people was just part of his journey, his soul journey.
Yeah, he probably should have taken a journey to prison.
Don't you like it how everything's a journey now?
No.
I think I'm going to go to the Apple store today on my laptop journey. It's a journey. O.J. Simpson. Here's a breakthrough. O.J. Simpson's estate has officially agreed to pay Fred Goldman millions of dollars.
I thought they already had.
Twitter world.
No, Fred Goldman won that judgment.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, I guess it's been long enough now, there conceivably are people who aren't fully familiar with the O.J. Simpson case.
30 years.
Yeah, he was a famous running back.
The first to rush for 2,000 yards in a season.
Football.
And yeah, so he was tried and acquitted the killing of his ex-wife and Ron Goldman, who was a waiter who was returning some eyeglasses to O.J.'s ex-wife's house. And a killer surprised the both of them and stabbed them to death and killed them with death. O.J. goes on trial, acquitted, but Fred Goldman, the father, goes after O.J. for a civil case and wins a civil judgment of, I want to say it was $30-some-odd million, and O.J. swore he would never pay it, and never did, because it was somehow protected because it was out of his pension money. I don't know what he did to not have to pay that judgment. But isn't it a little bit surprising that the executor of O.J.'s estate agrees to do this?
Who is that?
It is a guy named Malcolm Lavergne. Lavergne?
Why does that name sound familiar?
It does. I don't know whether he's like a famous lawyer or something. But I guess it was Fred Goldman filed a creditor claim to the estate for basically $58 million, which was the judgment plus interest. And I guess that it was approved by the executor of the estate. Now, Fred originally filed the claim for more than $117 million, but I think that they adjusted it down and said, I don't agree with your interest calculations.
How old is Fred Goldman now?
He's got to be
in his
upper
80s.
70s,
Way
80s.
up there.
That's my guess.
84 years old.
Wow.
84.
It was 30 years ago. 31.
But I wonder if this Malcolm estate lawyer guy, I wonder if he just feels guilty or whether this is some business move that just makes better business sense or something. O.J. died of cancer in April of 2024 at the age of 76. Hey, Twitter world. Okay. Bye, Twitter world. Hey, underworld.
Jeez.
Is O.J. in hell right now?
Why do you always make us answer such uncomfortable questions?
You have to answer.
No, I don't.
I need your official opinion.
Let's go back to mushroom talk.
No. Is O.J. in hell?
And how you think they're great.
Yeah. Is O.J. in hell?
If there is a hell, and that's where bad people go who have perhaps murdered a couple of people
Who
in
have
their
perhaps.
It sounds like Alamo Art.
It does. If there is
Then-
a bad place.
Kill other people.
Then probably. Probably.
Then probably there was so much hedging language in what you said.
Well-
I can't even keep track.
He was acquitted.
Yes, he was.
Yeah,
Do you
what if he
feel
didn't do
O.J.
it?
did it?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you feel he's in hell?
And the way he acted post doing it probably also got him a ticket to hell.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I would think that the doing it was the thing that...
Yeah. That sealed the deal pretty much, but the way he acted afterwards.
You're not saying that he killed the two people and that put him in the possibly going to hell category, but then after he did the Kate Delaney tech show on community access cable, that sealed the deal.
I'm saying if he had shown tremendous remorse, and found the Lord or whatever people do, then it's a different thing.
The last pennies that were minted could fetch up to $5 million.
We were wondering that the other day, what they'd go for.
Which is strange, a brand new penny going for $5 million. Which is, I guess, technically worth a cent.
So what, like the last 10 that were produced will be worth that, or the last 100?
The last 5 pennies that were minted, they stamped them with like an omega symbol, marking their special status as the last 5 pennies. So, one numismatist said that thought that they could get up to $5 million, put the value between $2 million and $5 million. Another one says, nah, I think that's too much. The last penny could get up to $1 million, but the second and third ones from the final ones would be like $10,000 or $20,000.
Yeah, I would only want the last one. I don't want the third to the last one.
Not even if it was worth $10,000?
No, I'm talking about if I bought one at auction.
Okay. I thought you were talking about if someone was handing you one.
Well, sure, I'll take that.
You would just refuse it. Well, that's only the third last one?
No,
stupid.
No. I'd only want to bid on the last one.
Okay. If you pay for a window seat, some airlines, I guess you pay extra for a window seat. I didn't realize that. But if you book a window seat on a plane, you're expecting to sit next to what? A window. Well, there's a class action lawsuit against Delta Airlines and United Airlines that was filed by passengers who claim they paid extra money to sit in window seats, only to be seated next to an empty wall.
I'm with them. I hate this. This has happened to me.
Right.
I'm 100% with them.
And they're saying you cannot advertise that. The passengers are saying you should not be able to advertise that as a window seat.
Okay.
They should win this.
Well, the airlines are saying, no, the window seat merely means you get to sit next to a wall, some of which have windows.
No.
You don't agree with the airlines on this?
No, this has happened to me, and when I'm next to that wall, I feel claustrophobic. I want to look out.
Yeah, it's the worst.
It's the worst thing any human can go through.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's one of the worst deals we ever had. And yeah, so you're hoping that they win this.
Yes. Why, is there some twist here?
It's gotta be.
Why are you waiting
He's trying to make you look bad somehow.
Right.
So if you sit next to the wall, they should give you free mushrooms or something.
Okay.
No. They should give you your next flight is free.
Why don't they put like a fake window there that has like a projection screen on it that's running beautiful outdoor scenes?
I'd be fine with that.
You're looking out that fake window and there's Bambi looking in at you. There's butterflies flying by.
Lets you program to the scenery you want to see.
If you want an exotic rainforest, you can do that. If you want mountainous wilderness, you can do that.
Sure.
Oh, Augusta?
Yeah, you could watch a golf tournament.
How weird would that be, looking through the window and watching guys tee off right outside your window? Okay, birthdays. Oi! Delroy Lindo is 73.
Who's that?
Never heard of him. He's an actor from Get Shorty and The Cider House Rules.
Okay.
Kevin Nealon is 72.
SNL.
Funny.
Yeah, and I actually enjoy his hikes with Kevin. He has a YouTube series of he'll go on a hike with some other famous person. And he's really quick and funny and insulting.
Yeah, I think he's funny.
Watched him and Conan just ragging on him because Kevin's real ADD. And so he'll ask questions but not listen to the answers to it. Conan's like, it's typically customary to when you ask a question to allow an answer. But go ahead. You have another question. Go ahead. They're real smart ass to each other. Anyway, Kurt Hammett is 63, guitarist for Metallica. Tim DeLauder is 60, the big 6-0 for our friend
Happy birthday, Tim.
Lead singer of Trippin' Daisy and Polyphonic Spree. Turning 57 today.
Owen.
Yes, the guy that has the male voice of Jennifer Coolidge. If you just raise it up, it's more like... 57 for Owen. Chloe Savigny is 51. Warren Moon is 69.
Hall of Famer.
Post-career headlines that weren't that flattering.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And
I always liked him when he played.
Didn't he have a cousin who was really long? War and Peace. You know what I'm talking about?
That's okay.
Well,
it's okay.
It's free of charge.
Yeah. All right. If it's free,
there wasn't a lot of investment in it. It was free. So why are you complaining?
For a free joke, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Gary Sheffield is 57.
He was a good.
Rocket Ishmael is 56.
Cowboy great.
Was he the one who jumped over Larry Allen when he benched? What was it?
Maybe.
I can't remember the amount of weight. But
didn't he bench 600?
It was something crazy like that. Yeah.
How did Larry Allen die? Was it a heart attack on vacation?
I think so.
Yeah. Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Like in his 50s?
Yeah.
God, he benched 600 pounds.
Wow.
And we once asked him the famous question, right? Because we always debated who would win in a fight between Larry Allen, who was the strongest human we knew, and a chimp.
He took the chimp, didn't he?
Yeah, I think that Larry Allen said that a chimp would win.
No, I don't think so. That was at Ticket Stock, and he laughed and said he could beat up a chimp. He laughed like it would be no problem.
There's no way.
He did not say a chimp could beat him up.
I thought he said that he would lose to a chimp.
Oh, my God. He benched 700
700?
pounds. It was the spring of 2001. He benched 705. That's unbelievable.
How's that possible?
That's unreal.
And here's Rocket as a really good receiver and return guy, and all I remember him for is jumping over Larry Allen when he bench pressed 700
in the footage. Wow. David Ortiz, 50.
Greatness.
Says former Boz 1B.
Boz?
Yeah.
Boston?
Mm-hmm. B-O-S.
Oh, I thought it said B-O-Z.
B-O-S, B-O-S-S, Boss.
Yes, Boston Red Sox first baseman.
And C.J. Wilson is 45. Didn't we used to have some bragging montages of him?
Yeah.
Former Ranger great.
He could do pretty much anything.
If you look at his career stats, it's pretty mind-boggling. Cross-pollination. All right, you up to date.
Okay, thanks. That's Muse.
Patreon.com/sportsgreek.
And joining us now on the ticket hotline to talk about the win as the owner and general manager, we say good morning to Jerry Jones. Congratulations.
Good morning, Ben. Thank you for that. I do appreciate that.
Morning.
Very kind of you. Good morning, George.
Well, it was a great win all the way around for your team, and out there in Vegas, that's a city that's got so much going on. Do you think it's distracting to have to play a football game there?
No, I don't. In fact, I think the most distracting about the game was having to stare at Mark Davis's hair cut down on that field before the game.
That is a weird cut, isn't it?
Look, it is, and I don't know. I know that I don't have the best looking dude myself over here. I mean, I pay a lot for this hair on top of my head or whatever it is. That's not actually hair, some kind of a plastic derivative. But I mean, that thing that he's got on top of his head looks like he lost a bet or something. It's not really a hairstyle so much as it is a cry for help. And have you seen that really hot young girlfriend of his?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm jealous. She's like a dancer in her 20s or something, and he's got that face that looks like all of his mirrors are broken.
Oh,
don't
gosh.
How did he get such a hot girlfriend?
I don't know. I don't know.
Got a big old Pete Davidson hog down there or something.
I don't know how
he must have a lot of money.
Well, what was your experience like watching your team play in that stadium?
Isn't it a nice football venue? It's a nice place. Nice place to beat the Raiders. I really enjoyed that place. But there is one feature of that stadium that I don't care for.
What's that?
That they have cameras that can be trained on me when I'm slumped in a chair.
Yeah, you were low riding last night.
Not a very complimentary angle on me or Stephen or Jerry Jr. I mean, we looked like slugs sitting there, didn't we?
Yeah, kind of.
But, I had a weird thing that happened to me the night before last night's game. I flew into Vegas early, of course. I was flying a couple of days early so I can gamble.
Couple of days?
Yeah, because I love gambling out there. And in my suite, I was visited by the tracksuit-wearing ghost of Hal Davis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he showed up in my Stephen Paddock Mandalay Bay suite and told me that night that I would be visited by 3 football ghosts. 3 football ghosts. The ghost of NFL past, ghost of NFL present, and OJ.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
And the ghost of NFL Christmas past took me back to 1992 and showed me how much Jimmy and I loved each other. And the ghost of NFL Christmas present just took me into the next suite over where Gene was talking to New Roosevelt in a very intimate manner.
Oh, my gosh.
And then OJ took me into hell and showed me the place the devil had prepared for me.
Oh, my
For
gosh.
Yep.
Jerry.
Then he cut my head off.
Oh my goodness!
gosh.
Wow.
But that was something. I thought that was a little weird thing that happened to me.
That's a very weird
very
thing that happened
It was
to
a
you.
little strange.
Yeah.
A little strange. So I want to share it with you.
Well, thank you for that. Hey, we have to ask you because everybody's wondering why were CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens sitting down to start the game?
Well, I can't. That is. I can't. That is. It's. I can't tell you. That is. They went out gambling and ended up double teaming a stripper in a dilapidated bathroom stall in a tired steakhouse.
But you can't tell us.
But I can't get into it.
Okay.
And, it's just not okay to do that. It's only okay when Stephen and I do it. No, I'm teasing. I'm teasing. That's not okay either when Stephen and I do it. It's not okay either. And when Stephen and I do it, we're punished too. Hey, look, notice that we were also sitting down at the start of the game, me and Stephen. So
you were, yeah.
We were in trouble too. So.
Hey, did you enjoy getting to stick at the Pete Carroll last night?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It always feels really good to take a little steam out of Pete Carroll's gum smacking anytime we get the chance. It just annoys me. Why does he do that?
I don't know.
I always want to knock the gum right out of his mouth.
Like
I was a gate agent. I wanted to do something that rhymed with that. But, but back to Pete Carroll. I don't know why he bugs me so much. I mean, he's probably a nice guy.
Yeah.
But he annoys me, and I think it's the gum smacking. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to choose it like a horse, doesn't
it? Yeah, it looks like a horse trying to work on a jar of peanut butter. He's more annoying than Jean when she wants to buy one of them $100 million pieces of scrap iron that some art dealer convinced her is art. Just bugs me.
It was a great game for the newcomer.
I can't hear you, Junior. Yes. Go ahead, Junior.
Great game for the newcomer, Quinnen Williams, last night. I guess you're happy that you were able to work a trade for him, maybe even more than Max Crosby.
Speaking of people that annoy me, Max Crosby.
Yeah?
Oh.
I mean, I just can't stand looking at all them tattoos he's got. You see how many he's got?
A lot.
He's got a bunch.
He ain't got no open real estate left. And it's like looking at a really busy mural in Deep Ellum or something all over him. I mean, I always get dizzy, look like I'm going to pass out trying to figure out that whole Where's Waldo tattoo that he's got all over his body.
Yeah, it does go everywhere, doesn't
It's just too much. It's too much. So I'm very happy with Quinnen Williams. Quentin Quentin.
No, it's Quentin.
No, you
were right the first time.
Quentin.
Well, since it was such a runaway, were you able to just kind of sit back and relax and enjoy yourself just a little bit?
You know me, George. You know I'm always ready to just sit back and relax, get a little drunk. You and I have done that together, haven't we?
Well, we threw a couple back, maybe.
That there in New Orleans, remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
I was feeding you that chili dog, just ramming it down your throat, pulling it back out, ramming it back down again.
Okay, that's not how it happened.
That was so great. I love it. So, yeah, just like I did that night in New Orleans. Last night I got so drunk that when I tried to talk, I sounded like an old dial-up modem. Just couldn't understand a word. So, yes, I was able to relax because we got to win, baby.
Yeah, that's the fourth one.
Fourth one. That's well on the way to a winning record.
Well, you got some work to do there.
Hey, good morning, man. We got a Cowboy victory. This is Cowboy Victory Tuesday.
Okay, good morning. We'll see you.
Go Quentin.
Quentin. It's Quentin.
Whatever.
All right, there goes Jarrah.
Thank you, Tip Sheet, and thank you, Captain Vegas. Texans are expected to travel in record numbers during the Thanksgiving holiday this year. According to a forecast from AAA Texas released Monday, 5.8 million people in Texas will travel more than 50 miles from home during the Thanksgiving holiday travel period, which is between November 25th and December 1st. Nearly 90% of Texans will be driving to their destination. About 328,000 will fly. Another 140,000 will use generically other means of transportation.
Like a skateboard?
I guess a scooter. Maybe
That'd
they're
be
going to
kinda
get
interesting.
a nice
I'd throw a
lime.
bus.
A bus could be a bus.
Skateboard for
Boat,
50 miles?
I could skateboard to my Thanksgiving destination.
like Marty McFly, just hook on the back of a car. And
That'd be the way to do
no,
it.
I couldn't skateboard. That's a long way.
Have you ever skateboarded?
No,
I can't see you like on a longboard or a skateboard or anything.
I've never done it.
You scoot?
Not even as a kid.
Been a scooting guy? Not the electric ones, but like the old school scooter?
Nope.
No?
Ever rollerblade? Ever roller skate?
I've roller skated.
Okay.
Not rollerbladed.
So you've been on rolls.
Yes.
You've
I mean,
had
I can
wheels
ride,
on feet.
I can ride a bike.
Okay.
What about a unicycle?
My Huffy. I've never ridden a unicycle.
You tried.
I feel like I could.
Pogo stick?
Yeah.
Man, those used to be badass.
What about Heelys?
I was okay. No,
Mess
never
around with
did
a
the
Heeley?
Heeley. No.
I never could figure them out. I had a pair and I couldn't really get the like wheel to stay out, so they just ended up being like real heavy shoes.
One thing I won a contest in college, hula hoop.
Really?
I won $50 my freshman year in college.
Could you hula hoop to your Thanksgiving?
No, that's quite a ways.
Okay.
Could you roll it the distance to Thanksgiving? Just kind of.
But you said you could skateboard there.
No, if I could skateboard, I could. It'd be a nice.
If he could skateboard, he
Yeah.
could.
I mean, all you got to do is stand on a board and just not fall off. It's not
Well,
that bad.
you have to get it going, and
Yeah, there's a little more to it.
right, it's
Well,
just not
yes,
standing
but-
there unless it's motorized. Then I don't consider it a skateboard.
Ooh,
if
get
it's
you a nice
motorized.
hoverboard.
Man, are they ever going to actually have those? I remember when Back to the Future 2 came out in the late 80s, and we all thought that those...
Jetpacks,
That pair of
you'll be
shoes and
flying
that those
for
were
a
gonna
while.
happen.
That
Yep.
thing, yeah.
That there was a rumor that those were real, and that those, like, 10-year-old me thought, my God, I'm getting a hoverboard. And I really believed it.
And right now, I would be so out on that.
A hoverboard?
So out.
Hoverboards.
I would
I'm
love
too
to
old
have.
for it now. The
Yeah.
kid in me would have loved it.
Would you
I'm-
rollerblade now?
No.
I'd go
It's just no
rollerblade.
need. Only bad things can happen. Well, out of the list of 10 things happening with me rollerblading, 9 are terrible.
Name
One is just getting there.
Okay, that's one. What are the other 8?
I could fall and break my leg, break my arm, break
forget-
my ass.
Hands.
Yep.
I
You can
break my
wear
fingers.
protection so you don't
Right.
break those.
It will. I'll find my way through it.
One
It
time
wouldn't
in-
work for me.
One time in college, I was riding a skateboard back to my apartment, and as I'm going down the sidewalk, I see a big gaggle of ladies walking by. I'm like, all right, we're gonna just sit,
Impress them. Just show
gonna
them a little something.
We're just gonna fly by. We're just gonna play it cool and fly by.
Watch
And-
my nuts.
Yeah, and you know how like sidewalks aren't like that even.
Sure.
Like each
At times,
block.
yes.
Well, I just head over heels fell face first and caught myself, and I thought, you know how I can save this? Hit a couple push-ups.
And you think that worked?
Oh, no, I don't think that worked.
I was about to say, no.
19-year-old me thought it might, but immediately knew it wasn't. It wasn't working at all.
Just hurting, no skin left on your leg.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing a couple of push-ups. Just to let them know. No, I meant to do that.
No, we're good.
There's
here.
no way.
Don't worry about it. Even if I had like fallen off and hit a cartwheel or something, it's still. I mean, you fell.
I don't know.
Although
There's
if
no
you did
saving
that
it.
into
A
a
legit
back
cartwheel
flip
might
and
be
stand up,
badass.
yeah, that'd be pretty badass.
I don't think the gaggle of girls would have cared. You still fell.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially,
That's true.
Just hit him with a "Hey, honey" right afterwards. See how that goes.
Let's try it. Let's try it as we leave work today.
While I'm
We'll
sitting,
grab a skateboard and then
crisscross applesauce on the floor.
you can bust your ass and just say, hey, ladies.
All right.
See how that works.
The remains of a man who vanished 31 years ago were found by climbers on a glacier in Switzerland. He went missing in 1994, and climbers were ascending the Obergabelhorn mountain, discovered the human remains on October 15th. Officers reached the site by helicopter to collect the remains and personal effects. He was born in 1969. Two climbers disappeared from the area on November 4th, 1994. One individual was found in 2000, police said, adding the discovery of the second mountaineer's remains remained a mystery until just last week when 13,000 feet up, they finally found him.
Was he whole?
What type of remains?
I mean, it was...
Well, you just freeze to death.
Right.
It freezes you in place. Like on Everest, there's dead bodies. They just leave them there.
Yeah, and and they just did a cleanup conservation, I think, on the Nepali side, trying to get a bunch of the bodies off because it's getting a little stacked,
crowded,
and then
There's a
also,
bunch.
well, it's
dangerous.
There's melt happening, so a lot of these bodies that were in an avalanche or whatever 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years ago are now starting to emerge. Like one of the first guys, George Mallory, was just found a decade ago, or something like that. I think they found him like 30 years ago, but finally ID'd him as George Mallory like a decade ago.
It'd be pretty wild to be on Everest and you're climbing the mountain and there's just a dead body there, and you just walk right past it.
Step over and keep right on going.
Pretty much. There's famous ones. There's Green Boots, who's I think been moved further off the path, but for
Green Boots,
it was I think a lady that she was wearing green boots, and basically she's just sitting in what is kind of a little alcove, or she was for a long time, and you could just see her there.
They say that it's estimated there's over 200 dead bodies that are left behind on Mount Everest.
Yep. And we'll be discovering more and more of them. And then it's not just mountains, it's glaciers in general. In Switzerland, police found a couple that had been missing since 1942 after the glacial melt revealed their bodies.
42?
Yeah, they were discovered near a ski lift on the glacier.
Yeah, there's a dude on Everest. I think it was like within the last couple of years. It was 100. He had died 100 years ago or disappeared or whatever. And they found him in the last couple of years.
Yeah, Mallory was the same way. I think he was like 1921, something like that.
Wild. Man, I always thought it'd be cool to climb Everest, but then sometimes I'm like, there's no way. Plus, you got to it's basically 2 months off work because it takes forever to acclimate. And you got to do the different base camps
expensive.
And all that. Yeah,
and the line is crazy. And then
it's out of control now.
You hear so many people that do it that say, like, you get up there and it's kind of anticlimactic because you're up there for 5-10 minutes.
Yep.
And then you got to turn around and go back down, and that's the most dangerous part because you've already used up all that energy just to get up. Now you got to matriculate your way back down.
And you're just standing there waiting in line like you're at Disney World waiting for a roller coaster because it gets so backed up during peak times now.
So what do you do when you get up there? You just kind of look around and go, I did it.
Take a selfie, plant a little flag, and
I'm on top of the
head
world.
Down.
Hope you don't die.
Look around. Do a little 360 and head out.
Well,
have a Starbucks.
The ride back, anywhere you go, the ride back is always shorter than the ride there.
Not this one.
I don't know. I don't know.
I've watched a lot of documentaries. It is not shorter on the way back.
Just have Travis said he watched a lot of documentaries.
That's fine.
I'm going to need that.
I'm going to stand on business on this Everest thing.
Yeah, well, I'm never going to. I'm not going to find out. Because that is something I've never even remotely thought about. I think that was even. I don't even want to climb the stairs to the second floor. Why the hell would I want to go to climb Mount Everest?
I like looking at mountains. I have very little interest in getting to the top of them.
So you guys would never hike a mountain of any?
No.
I mean,
what about like the ones in Denver that are 14,000, 15,000?
No.
No desire.
I did that once, and I thought it was great. I mean, it took round trip to get to the summit was probably about 15 hours.
Yeah, that's at least 13.
One way?
That's at least
no, round trip.
Oh, round trip. Okay.
13 hours more than I'm willing to hike.
What is it, 15?
Yeah.
That's probably
we
13 and a half for me.
Right, give me about 45 there, 45 back, and then we're good. After that,
and I'm still looking at the watch going, man, we've been at this for a while now.
We didn't get to the top. Oh, well, I guess we'll try again next time.
But it was probably about 8 hours to get up to the top.
Oh, my gosh.
And then on the way down, it was quicker because I had such an altitude headache. I was just like on this scree or whatever you call it. I was just trying to slide down it on the way down to get down as quickly as possible.
Because we've done a hike where you go to it's definitely not a peak, but you go in the mountains and then you kind of find a nice sunny spot to partake and have a good time. And then you kind of ski down the mountain because it's hard to walk down a mountain.
It's pretty wild because there was part of the mountain that we were on in Colorado. The trail was so small. I don't think we would have died if we had fallen, but you would have broke a lot of bones. And I remember just being like, it's right there. I mean, man, if one misstep.
Right.
And I remember commenting, I don't think we'll die.
It'll hurt bad.
This isn't going to feel good if one of us slips. That was kind of creepy.
Yeah, let's keep all that dangerous stuff out in the back of my head. I don't want to even attempt it. I'm fine.
Yeah.
And you guys are great.
Let's go show hike.
I love that you love nature.
I love nature documentaries.
I do love nature documentaries.
There is a long list of loves I have before I would get to nature. I mean, a lot.
You don't like nature? It's so beautiful.
Give me an ice documentary and I'm in.
I love ice docs.
Man, you like a lot of different types of documentaries.
I love documentaries.
I see.
Mountain documentaries, ocean documentaries. I've been watching many Pokemon documentaries.
I love mountain documentaries.
Yeah, they're
I've watched
great.
several as well.
I'm a big Planet Earth fan.
On Everest, and I watched like the mountain climbing documentaries and stuff. They're fantastic. It's
There's a new one with Alex Honnold on Hulu.
Really? I'll have to check
it's
it
a series.
out. Yeah. Free solo guy.
Yeah.
You guys should watch it together.
Maybe
it's
we
fascinating.
will.
Sharing some popcorn or something.
That's a new.
Thank you. It's 10:51.
I don't know what you've heard about G, but he's with the sweet spot 1 to 3. Whether it's the phone or clean feed, it's the afternoon JUB. I don't know what you've heard about G, but he's with the sweet spot 1 to 3. Go get the out our city. It's the afternoon JUB.
That's right. It's 2:40 on the sweet spot, and it's time for some afternoon jub brought to you by
Available. Hot dogs.
Available. Oh.
Yummy hot dogs.
I'll take hot dogs all day.
Hot Dogs of America.
Yep.
Hi, Giorgio.
Hey, Sweet Spot. How we doing?
Doing great. Doing great after a 33-16 win. And I do want to talk a little Cowboys with you, and I want to play you some audio. I'm sure you caught this because I know you guys replayed Jerry quite a bit in the morning. But
did.
Go and fire this off, Ham.
Not just our guys there in the front with Quentin and those guys getting to play the way we got to play with that kind of.
How do you trade a first rounder early this morning? How do you trade a second rounder and not get that guy's name right? It shouldn't make me as upset as it does.
I know. He's been doing it for years, and that's why I don't give him, okay, that's old grandpa talking, and he's not going to get everything right anymore because, I mean, he's been messing up names for 35 years or so.
Do you think he does it with his own family? Like, because he doesn't, he's used Michael Parsons, Michael Irving, now Quentin.
Yeah. I think he really calls his grandson Spalding sometimes.
I hope so.
Because he's heard about it. In Spalding.
And Veruca. Yeah, don't get Veruca over here.
So we were 3 wide with the Jones boys in the booth last night. You had Steven and Jerry Jr. flanking Dad. And we were talking, I don't know if you heard last segment, Jerry is looking mighty old these days, George. I'm starting to get worried about the guy.
He's getting up there, and think he's made it to his 80s, and he's had that throttle down since the early 1960s. So, I mean, I hope I can make it through my early 80s and still, even if I'm mispronouncing my grandkids' names, I hope I can. You know, I know we think Jerry's kind of getting up there, maybe losing it just a little bit. But, man, the older I get, the more I look at people in their 80s or, gosh, if you get to 90 and think, yeah, okay, I think I'd take that. Still hammering whiskey at 82 or 3 or whatever he is.
And maybe we can shorten the musers to just 7 to 9 when you're 83. We can cut an hour off, just shorten the day a little bit. So you think
I can do that in my 80s?
You think Mark Davis's hair is a hairpiece?
I do, because there is no way if you had real hair you would cut it like that.
I just don't know why if you had fake hair you would want it to look like that.
Fair. That's fair, too.
Get like an Alan Thicke pompadour or something.
Yeah. And, there's been some jackwagons online that through the years have said that we have similar hairstyles.
Nah.
Okay, come on. I know my hair is not anything great, but it doesn't look like that.
Now, you and Patrick Dumont, maybe.
Okay, easy.
Maybe.
Easy there, too.
You don't have Mark Davis
like
hair.
him.
How long has he been in the spotlight with that hair? Because he's 70 years old now. And I think it's his natural hair, and I think he knows the bit. But if he were to just change it, it would just be so drastic.
Yeah.
I think he just kind of accepts it. It's like, okay, this is my signature. Nobody else looks like this. This is just what you get.
Yeah, maybe so. You're right. It really hasn't changed. He hasn't tried to fix it or anything. Did you guys ever get close to Al Davis, like, at a press conference or anything?
No, but I got really close to Mark Davis at the Super Bowl a couple of years ago, and I didn't think it was a hairpiece, for what it's worth.
Yeah, it's probably not. I was semi doing a bit, but I kind of wondered last night. I was like, golly, that kind of looks like some sort of pelt on top of his head. But Al Davis, it was the most bizarre comb over kind of thing that he had going. I mean, he was really receding, but he had really long hair that he would comb back from the front. It was bizarre. I guess he's trying to keep the bit going of strange Davis hair. And it's a long time tradition.
Yeah, I'm looking at a photo of Al Davis, later in life. He looks like Big Ernie McCracken from Kingpin.
That's random Band-Aids.
It's just all flopped off on the side. You can tell he has a comb over.
It was a serious comb over.
George, would you ever do the hairpiece if you started? Because you've got a good piece of hair. You've got a good head of hair.
I don't think so.
Like, would you?
I don't think I ever would.
One little piece of hair. you just
piece of hair you got.
Yeah, I don't think I ever would. And I think the biggest fear for that is, and I understand if you don't have hair and you have challenges, and I understand that, and I'm sure guys are worried about it, but the fear of that thing getting blown off by the wind or hit by a frisbee or something.
Hit by a frisbee?
I don't know.
Gunner takes it, just eats it.
Yeah, you lean over and your dog rips it off your head.
Some blue jay tries to lay her eggs in it.
Or a treble hook lands in it when you're fishing and your toupee goes
you go fishing with
the lake.
You go fishing with your buddy and he just rips it off with some sort of lure. Yeah. I think that would keep me from doing it because, how do you recover from that?
You don't.
Yeah. You just kind of have to accept it. And you have to do the hairpiece early. Like, I know Bob will never get one because it would just look so drastic. And Donovan the same way.
Man, I would love that so much.
I know, it would be awesome.
That's what we ought to do for payoff is everybody has a different thing. Like, if it was Bob, he would have to wear a hairpiece for...
Like the hairpiece of Pedro and Napoleon Dynamite?
Yeah.
Where he looks like a warrior?
You have to wear Pedro's.
The mustache.
My head is getting really hot.
Would we ever get used to that?
Great.
Yeah, eventually.
Like 6 weeks, it's like, okay, this is just Bob. Like, Bob's lost a ton of weight and looks... It's just kind of how I see Bob now.
Yeah.
And if you got
or give him like
Pedro
a Beatles
hairpiece.
wig, like a 67 Beatles wig.
Just a mop top.
A mop top. Yeah, that'd look great. I think Donnie ought to go with the George Jefferson. Just for
okay,
that ought to be his payoff. That he has to really grow it out and get serious about it for like 2 months.
And because Donovan looks good, no matter what he does,
right?
He would look awesome with it.
Yes, Donovan. He would be. I mean, Donovan kind of is our hero anyway, just because he's Donovan. But if he did a George Jefferson, we'd all just embrace it and think it was the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah. I don't think any muser is going to have. I mean, you guys are all to the point now where your hairline has stood tall for this long. I can't imagine any of you guys being bald at any point.
Maybe not bald, but I mean, mine's receding a little bit.
Got some power alleys going.
Junior just went gray
I got some
early,
power alleys
right?
up there, pal. Yeah, sure do.
Yeah, he went gray real fast.
I don't ever think I would. And I'm not saying if it's right for you, that's good, and I'm happy for you. But I don't think I would ever do that. Then again, I don't think I would ever do a tattoo unless North Texas went to the college football playoffs.
We're up over 30% chance now, George. Which, by the way, how is JMU 55% and we're like 30%?
I don't know.
What is that?
I guess because I think that may change after tonight. I think the college football playoff poll that comes out tonight, I think North Texas is ranked ahead of them.
Oh, my God. And by the way, they've never been ranked in your whole life, right? Like,
no,
or
it
my
was 1959.
Yeah,
I think. I guess I haven't seen this confirmed. I thought that Hayden Fry got him ranked 1 week in the UPI, maybe in '78, but for the record, it says first time they've been ranked since 1959.
As an alum, I just want to live in this space for a little while.
Yeah,
like, I know
that's so awesome.
Like the Rice game isn't huge, but it's the first game I'm going to watch where my team has numbers next to it.
Oh,
yeah,
it's pretty nuts.
I know, and they're not out of the woods. I mean, it's not a given that they're going to go down and beat Rice by 4 touchdowns and then come back and beat Temple.
Temple might be tricky.
You know, it's out in front of them, and man, it's like every week they're the highest scoring team in the country.
Yeah.
So where's the tattoo going to go?
I'm thinking on my bicep.
Okay.
I'm going left arm up on the shoulder. That's where I think I'm going to go.
Lower back.
Tramp stamp?
Tramp stamp.
Yeah, I'm going to get Lance Dunbar tatted on there.
Get the flying worm back there.
One side, the diving eagle on one side and Corky Nelson on the other.
I'm going to get the diving eagle and Jonas Buckles.
Jonas Buckles. Hard-hitting safety out of Houston.
Buckle your helmets.
Man, was that Gruden thing not the greatest thing ever?
Okay.
Saying names like Daryl Dickey, and it was just so awesome.
And we have a few drops in there if you look in the drop box. Yeah, that was a good 5.5 minutes, and it's John Gruden unpacking just a box of North Texas gear. And
Meatloaf, man.
Okay, so there's... Do we have time? Yeah, we
got time.
Here's 53 seconds of John Gruden talking about musicians, if you can find it in there, Ham, because it is awesome.
Listen to music. Yeah. This is a band called Meatloaf, man. This guy named Michael Leaday. Stop right there before you go any further. Do you love me? Will you love me forever? Do you need me? God, I love that band, man. Meatloaf, they get me going. They got me feeling nice. Pat Boone went to North Texas. Pat Boone, who sings that song, Love Letters in the Sand. I won't get into that, a little bit before my time. But some of my favorite rockers ever. Roy Orbison went to North Texas. Pretty woman walking down the... Yeah. I can't believe it's North Texas, man. And my all-time favorite rocker, Don Henley, man, from the Eagles, went to North Texas, man. And North Texas, Don Henley, he sang a song called Dirty Laundry. You should know about that, Jake, because you got a lot of dirty laundry laying around here. Look at this.
I love how he'll just ask you ever listen to music, man?
Like, you ever listen to music, man? How about Patrick Cobbs, man? Led the nation in rushing one year, man. He's the running backs coach.
You ever see that movie Spider-Man?
Did you ever see that movie Spider-Man? We're going to have to unpack this whole thing tomorrow. It's 5 minutes and it's gold.
It's so great. Is he doing a fake Southern accent?
I don't know. I just don't want him to get a job because I want him to keep putting out dumb crap like that.
Keep unpacking boxes.
He's the most useful this way.
Absolutely. All right, let's watch the big reveal tonight.
Yes. Okay.
And see if North Texas is ahead of JMU.
Let's do it after we watch Gone Fishing, and we'll talk. Both.
We got
next week.
You got to watch that.
All right, see you, Georgie.
All right, see you, fellers.
There he goes, George Dunham. Some afternoon jub. 252 on the sweet spot. Why Today Doesn't Suck is next.
Once again, the Ticket presents Why Today Doesn't Suck.
Happy birthday, by the way, Meatloaf. We forgot to wish you that at the very outset of the segment.
Yeah.
What does Meatloaf do on his birthday? What are the plans? Are you going to save it up for the weekend?
And now, here are your hosts, Sean Bass and David Mino.
There's this band called Meatloaf, man.
You ever listen to music, man? You ever watch movies? Sweet spot, 3 o'clock. Ham had a touchdown.
Yeah. Thank you, Mino. Yeah. E.T.'s Market Bakery and GiveMeTheVin.com brings you Monto.
Yeah. Not as enthused.
It's all right. Thanks, though. I will say hello to the Hardline Bob.
Yeah.
Corby.
Yeah.
Corby.
And Dave. Yeah. Oh, you got the bad one like I did. Sorry.
Man.
That's it. That's out of our hands.
That's kind of the way it goes all the time.
Yeah. There you go. They, once again, live from Las Vegas at the greatness of Circa, partying, getting in trouble.
Hard. I decided to stay up all night, drug-free,
Okay.
and then start doing drugs at 6 a.m.
Right. That's the way of snake cocaine.
Yeah.
Right.
What sort of drugs are you tasting today?
Eggs Benedict and blow.
What are you rubbing on your gums?
Just doing drugs in the bathtub.
Avocado toast and bath salts.
And poppers.
Yeah.
Little poppers in your hollandaise sauce.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, today...
He is a son of a bitch.
Today is Tuesday, November 18th, but it's my Friday.
Whoa.
I'm not back till December 8th. How about that?
Really? We have an EA day tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
And Thursday and Friday.
All EA all the time.
And a whole week of EA.
Boy, what the fuck is that?
Ham and I were going over new EA owls in here, too, so we'll have some of those.
Beautiful.
The 322nd day of 2025, 43 days are left in the year. It's National Princess Day.
Thanks.
So if you want to put down a man, I guess call him that. It's also Underwater Hockey Day, which we looked up. That's a sport.
Kenny Albert will be right at home.
Underwater Hockey Day.
So they play under the ice?
Underwater, like with scuba gear. They used to call it octopush.
That doesn't sound fun.
No, I don't think it'll take off like pickleball did.
No.
But it's a thing.
Celebrate by hockeying, though.
They used to call it puck diving.
I'm calling it pickleball is the last sport in our lifetime that will break out.
I heard archery still has a chance.
It's on the way back.
Nope.
Let us not forget about archery.
Chess boxing.
Oh, yeah, chess boxing. It's a good one. Slapping. Just slapping the hell out of each other.
What about ball golf?
Ooh, ball golf, yeah.
We'll see if, ball golf gets big.
I thought you said fapping. Balls.
No. That was a sport. I'd be Michael Phelps.
I'm Michael Jordan, yeah.
On this date, 1928, Walt Disney's Steamboat Willie is released. The first Mickey Mouse sound cartoon.
Steamboat Willie.
I'm sure that treated all races fairly.
It's now public domain. And now he murders people.
On this date, in 1978, in Jonestown, 918 members of the People's Temple are murdered or commit unalivement under the leadership of cult leader Jim Jones.
I was there.
They drink the
No,
Kool-Aid.
Lando.
Don't drink it.
You got any more?
Yeah, it didn't affect me. I needed a higher dosage.
Lando's just finishing empty.
He's dumping out all the empties.
Suicide Kool-Aid.
These are pretty weak.
Well, that'd be great. As tragedy, Forrest Gump over there is dumping empties into his Yeti.
What if I'm spiking the Jonestown Kool-Aid?
You're right, Ham. It is a true suicide.
Boring.
You guys are weak.
It's really hot here.
He's stepping over whole families. Good job, princess.
You gonna finish that?
Oh, there's some orange.
On this date in 1993, the American rock band Nirvana films a mostly acoustic set at Sony Music Studios in New York for the TV series MTV Unplugged.
Wow.
I would rank that incredibly high in the Unplugged pantheon.
It's so good.
Alice in Chains up there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What about Pete Best? What about Pete Best?
In 1997, rock star Gary Glitter arrested by British police in a child pornography probe. Also in 1997, AC Green ties Randy Smith's NBA record of 906 consecutive games.
Were you there?
This must have been the banner night. Or was that the next game when he broke the record?
Even then, they might have
I'll
waited
look it up.
a little bit.
Has Cuban been able to find that banner?
What?
Was he your
I'm gonna
favorite
steal
Maverick
it.
of all time at that time, Mino?
Yeah, it was pre-Dirk.
Was he your favorite born-again
and you were a virgin and he was a born-again virgin.
And he came and talked to our Upward Church League, so yeah, I thought he was the best.
Don't worry about the 11,000 times I've had sex. I started over.
It was November 20th, so 2 days from now is the 907 banner, the Iron Man game.
He's telling y'all soaking doesn't count. In 1999, in College Station,
We all know it does.
12 people killed, 27 injured at A&M when a massive bonfire under construction collapses. Way to go.
No bueno.
Way to go, Lando.
Way to go, Bob.
Not cool. But aren't there people that want students back in charge of that?
What do you mean?
Aren't there people at the school that are like, man,
Bring back our bonfire.
let them back. Let these kids get drunk, climb on top of a 2,000-story wood building, and let them go.
Building on milk crates.
2,000 stories.
Yeah. When are you on the moon?
And they start by saying
they light it with the sun.
And they say, bring back our bonfire.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Bring back my Joey.
But I don't think they're nearly as distasteful as you claiming they all need to get drunk and build it 2,000 stories.
That's what they did.
Yeah.
But
In your
that's what they
opinion.
will do.
That's what they did.
In the year 2003, I remember this day in bad radio, as American soccer
Gonna go
phenom
for a tasteful bonfire.
Freddie Adu, at the age of 14, signs a 6-year deal with MLS. Check in on that career
Who's he
earnings.
playing with now?
Man,
I think he's
Bob would
still
throw
the
you up
striker
against
for
the
Man
wall
United.
and say, Freddie Adu.
Would we be upset if Cooper Flagg became the Freddie Adu of basketball?
We all would.
Yeah.
And he ends up playing for Osterlin FF.
Right.
Let's see. Birthdays today. We have one cumulus birthday. It's Chris Chamberlain's birthday.
Hey!
Descendant
Chris.
of Wilt.
Awesome dude. Brother from another mother.
1P1 birthday. Hey, hero of my hardwood. Today is my 30th birthday. Please wish me a happy birthday. I was not woken up in that special way because of marriage. Leaders are Craig, the one true Muser Miller, and the Hardline talking over all their intro songs. Drop request was Hee Haw On from P1 Sam Perry.
Was Hee Haw on?
So hush it up, I guess,
Hee
during your
Haw on.
intros.
Was Hee Haw on?
Warren Moon, 69.
What are you on the moon?
Pretty good player, man.
Was he hard?
He was
You
a
got
good
me
player,
too.
man.
Yeah, what happened?
His personal assistant, who I thought was his girlfriend.
Oh, really? You saw her?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
At,
Why's that?
Ladanian's party.
Is he in the Hall? Warren's in the Hall of Fame, isn't he?
No. I don't think so. Is he?
Haven't seen my baseball.
Yeah, is he?
Jamie Moyer, 63.
That's a good one. He's in, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
06.
Todd Bowles,
Screw
62.
me.
Dante Bichette, also 62. Gary Sheffield, is 57.
Greatness.
Great
All the
stance.
Brewers greats. Dante
Sam
Bichette,
Cassell, 56.
Gary Sheffield.
Maverick.
Mm-hmm. David Ortiz is 50.
Oh, the biggest
Oh,
of poppies.
effing city.
I call him Hitler. Jason Williams, White Chocolate, 50. C.J. Wilson, the most humble man in DFW sports history, 45.
Stay humble.
Denny Hamlin, also 45 today. Turning 24, the future of quarterbacking in the NFL, Caleb Williams.
Yes.
You just wait.
Best team in the North.
You get a Manny and a Petty.
The engineer of the best team in the North.
What am I waiting for?
Dennis Haskins is 75.
Tickets own.
Yeah, he's in the countdown.
Mr. Belding.
Mr. Belding. Delroy Lindo, 73.
Great actor.
He was in Sinners recently.
And Heat.
I don't think he's in Heat.
No, he wasn't in Heat. That was the other black guy.
Oh, that's...
Oh, man.
You're thinking of Bubba from Forrest Gump.
Completely black.
Kevin Nealon, 72.
Greatness. Had boobs on his head in Little Nicky.
Mark. Oscar Nunez, 67.
From The Office?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Oscar.
Hold on. Kirk Hammett, 63.
Greatness.
Greatness.
Big greatness. Turning 60 today.
Ride the lightning.
Of the polyphonic spree and tripping daisy, Tim DeLauder.
Greatness.
Tim!
Wow.
There's the greatness.
Timmy!
Happy birthday, Timbo.
Owen Wilson, 57.
Wow. Greatness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Condolences to the Wilson family. Romany Malco, also 57. Megan Kelly, 55.
Megan R. Kelly.
Mike Jones, 44.
Who's a pedophile in this?
Since it's my last day, turning 37 today, a man who's been in 3,263 films. It's Xander Corbus's birthday.
It's a lot of films.
He was in Alien Ass Party. Empty Home Makes for Louder Moans.
Was Alien Ass Party a spinoff of Alien Earth?
Yeah, it's the prequel.
Yeah. Okay.
They covered Smooth Criminal.
I mean, would Hulu have greenlighted
well done.
Alien Ass Party?
Starring Sigourney Weaver.
Intentional camel toe.
Okay.
Also,
point for Sean.
King of
Bunch
Queens.
of xenomorph group sex.
A Triple X parody.
This is weird, but I mean,
and
it's Alien.
A film he did with D.A. You snore, she whores.
The best movie I've seen in a couple of years.
I know, bud. Born This Day Now Dead. Sojourner Truth. And Alan Shepard, who was the first American in space. Dead on this day, still dead. Chester A. Arthur, the 21st President of the United States.
And
Shut it down! Let's go home!
Bye, Justin.
He was also in Foreman is a Whore Man.
Broadcasting live from the TX2 Energy Mothership at Victory Plaza, hard by the AAC. This is Sports Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave.
Thank you. Thank you, Circus Sports. So, the names Alice and Ellen Kessler ring a bell at all?
No.
Are they of the theater?
No. Of the Kessler Theater? No, they are not.
Okay. Then I cannot help.
There's no way, but they are the Kessler twins.
Conjoined?
No.
Not interested.
No, not conjoined. They were born in 1936 in Nazi Germany.
Oh, were they separated?
the Nazis.
No, they were not separated, and they were not conjoined.
All right.
But after they fled Nazi Germany, they found success performing at the Lido Cabaret in Paris, and then they went on to be famous dancers and actresses in Europe. And they performed.
Girls?
They performed on stage with Frank Sinatra, Fred Astaire, Harry Belafonte. They were heroes in Italy, and they posed for Italian Playboy in the 60s, and they were known as the nation's legs. Anyway, the reason that I bring them up is they are now dead. They were 89.
Well, they died together?
Yes.
What?
They died at their home in Grünwald, Germany, of medically assisted suicide.
Whoa.
That they decided that they wanted to leave together on the same day. They were born on the same day. They wanted to die on the same day. And so now their ashes are going to be placed in a single urn. They're going to just swirl their ashes together, and they're going to be alongside their mother and their dog, Yellow.
So they've lived together for all these years, too?
Yes.
Do they...
They're identical twins, and they've been inseparable for 89 years.
Do they have children or anything?
No idea. No idea. I just know that they were famous dancers, and now they're dead, and they were killed under weird circumstances. So I wanted to throw it out there for you guys.
Yeah, they were hot. They were pretty hot.
I mean, they even 60s or 50s Playboy, you still had to be hot.
Yeah,
right,
Bob?
No, you didn't have to. That's a
Hear
bad
that,
question. I'm going to agree with your general premise that if they were featured in a magazine, they
that is.
Hey, general premise.
Speaking of olds, Dick Van Dyke, he is closing in on his 100th birthday. December 13th, he will hit 100.
That is awesome. Remember Betty White? They did the big special for her right before, and then she didn't make it.
Yeah, she didn't quite make it. And so Dick Van Dyke says he goes to the gym every day.
Hell yeah, he does.
And he is he's trying to stay in as good a shape as possible. And he is putting out a new book. This is very akin to the special for Betty White. Maybe he's going to jinx himself because it comes out, I guess, today. It is called 100 Rules for Living to 100, an optimist's guide to a happy life. And so he's promoting this book, and today he was on the Today Show, and he spoke to Al Roker to promote this book. And a little nugget about Dick Van Dyke's career came up that I had never heard before, that he, after Sean Connery left the role, James Bond was offered to Dick Van Dyke.
No way.
James Bond.
Yeah, he said that Albert Broccoli, the producer, came to him and said, "Would you like to be Bond?" And he said, "Have you heard my British accent?"
Because did he just do a movie where he was a Brit? Was like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang or
Mary Poppins?
Mary Poppins, wasn't he a Brit?
Yeah. He was the chimney sweep.
Yeah.
And a lot of people criticized his Cockney accent in that movie. And so, but he said that he thought about it.
Was it in the middle of Dick Van Dyke? It had to have been.
I mean, when did Sean Connery leave the franchise?
Is it Sean Connery?
Mid-60s?
Hold on, DJ.
No, early 70s.
Early 70s?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he said that he felt like it would be too big of a departure from the kind of family-friendly roles that people expect him to see, and he didn't think he would be accepted as James Bond.
Hollywood was different back then.
Yeah. You were very much typecast.
Yes, and as awesome as he was at his gig, that would have been super fun to see Dick Van Dyke as Bond.
It would kind of stray into Inspector Clouseau category.
Probably.
I think. Yeah. It's probably best that he didn't take it because I don't think he would have been accepted.
No.
But, I mean, he's a handsome man back then. You could see him in a tux for sure.
Yeah. I wonder what, if you look at the 100 rules to get to 100, how many of them do we follow?
I bet I follow quite a few.
Yeah, Bob probably follows more of them than the rest of us.
Why?
I don't know, because I just want to go home and go to sleep most nights.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I like sleep.
No, I do too.
You like wrecking your body first, though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'll do things to my body first before I go to sleep.
Yeah, Corby and I are going to wreck our bodies tonight.
Well, first of all,
for the good of the show,
we don't know what his rules are. Maybe wrecking your body, is good for you.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe I'm doing it wrong.
I just want to outlive DJ. It's really my goal now.
There is no chance. Whatever amount of money you want to lay down.
Interesting. So I'm 20 years older than you?
I'm 35.
So how do you collect on this bet? He has to go to your family.
It's
and
through the
say,
estate.
Oh, okay.
No. But right before DJ dies, I will be there like, "What's up, MFer?"
Oh no! What happened?
Oh, are these your last rites?
Oh, look who's here! It's your old buddy Corby at
I'm
100
here to collect.
I'm 112, and I'm kicking your ass.
It might be another bad bet to bet against Corby, outliving all of us.
Yeah.
Just with your last breath, if you could sign this check right here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Here, I'm going to grab your hand.
Remember when you stuck me with the dinner bill in Vegas? I didn't forget that.
Yeah. So reaching 100 is certainly a milestone. There's a milestone in the annals of human history that has not been hit, but there is one man on a collision course with this milestone. I speak of Elon Musk and the race to be a trillionaire. Because, he just had his new pay package from Tesla approved, and I guess at some point with his increased stock options or whatever, his net worth will eclipse $1 trillion at some point in the not-too-distant future.
Better than you.
Absolutely better than me. And so earlier this month...
I'm going to outlive him, too.
Billie Eilish, she was responding to an activist group, kind of an anti-billionaire activist group called My Voice, My Choice, and it was talking about the reaction to Musk's pay package and that the things that he could accomplish as the world's first trillionaire. And they talked about $40 billion a year would end world hunger by 2030. $2 billion a year would get 10,433 animals off the endangered species list. So just things you could do for the greater good if you were willing to. And so Billie Eilish, she retweeted this or, put it out on her Instagram, whatever, and she quoted that Elon Musk is an effing pathetic bitch coward.
Ooh.
And so finally...
That's no way to get him to donate to your charity.
Elon has finally responded to Billie Eilish as he responded to a Twitter post about her original criticism, calling him an effing pathetic bitch coward. And he said that she is not the sharpest tool in the shed. So sick burn from Elon.
Ooh. She also was, maybe it was the Met Gala. I can't remember where she was speaking at something with a bunch of billionaires in the audience. And,
yes.
And she looked down into the billionaires and she was like, if you're a billionaire, why?
Right.
Meaning, how are you not giving your money away to where you're worth $500 million?
Right. Yes.
What's the difference?
That was at the Wall Street Journal Innovator Awards, and Zuck was in attendance.
Yeah.
And she said, yes, that we're in a time in the world right now where the world is really, really bad and really, really dark, and people need empathy and help more than ever. And she said, I love you all, but there are a lot of people that have a lot more money than me. This is Billie Eilish speaking, not me speaking. She says, if you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire? No hate, but yeah, give your money away, shorties.
I like the shorties at the end.
Yeah, she kind of made it friendly there at the end. And I teased this, so Billy Bob has been talking to the press. He did a new interview with Rolling Stone as he's pumping up the new season of Landman that's coming soon. And he talked about his short marriage to Angelina Jolie. They met on the Pushing Tin movie.
Yep.
And he was, I guess, engaged to Laura Dern at the time, and then broke that off to be with Angelina. I mean, why not, of course. And so they were together from 2000 to 2003. And at the time, it was the rumor that they both had vials of one another's blood around their neck. That they were so insanely in love that they put each other's blood around each other's necks. And so he said that this is totally false, that vials of blood never existed. He said that it was Angelina's idea. We had to spend a lot of time apart, and she thought this would be cool. She got 2 little lockets where you can open it up and put a picture or a lock of hair or whatever. He said we got a razor blade, cut our fingers, and smeared blood inside the locket.
All right.
So that's what it was. It wasn't vials of blood. It was just like a bloody fingerprint.
A smear.
A smear. Yeah.
He
said it was a romantic gesture.
I mean, it's kind of hot.
And he said, but this romantic idea got out of hand, and by the time it was over, we were vampires, we live in a dungeon, we drink each other's blood.
Yeah.
He was like, it just got out of control.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Will you tell Swagra
whatever you're about to say, of course not.
that the next man that she meets, they need to share each other's blood and put it in a vial?
I don't think Swagra is in the market these days. I think she's good.
Swagra finds a Swagro.
I don't think she's interested.
She's married to Chicago Fire.
Yes, she's married to the DVRs.
By the way, Billy Bob, his current wife, they've been together for 23 years, married for 12. That is his sixth wife. He's been married 6 times, so he's doubled me up.
Yeah, he's got you. All right. So last night we're leaving the game. Game is over with. We actually knew that our car was going to be here at the stadium.
Oh, they sent you a car, did they?
At 9 o'clock. That was like an Uber. And so that gave us about 45 minutes to play with after the game. And so we utilized that in different ways. We stayed up in the suite that Dave Stabler got us. And Bob did the first post-game hit with Donovan and Matt, who, of course, every single week do the post-game show for the Cowboys. And then it was my turn to go on with them, but by that time, we had already started to walk down to the area that we were going to be picked up in the car, which was right outside the stadium, within 50, 60 yards of it on the main drag.
But across the streets, across a major street.
Yeah, so one bit of contextual information. As you heard, if you were listening to the show yesterday, I was lugging around a car seat.
Right.
So hot.
Because Baby Wells is on this trip. And so everywhere we go in a vehicle, he has to be in his car seat because he's not even 2 yet. And it's the law.
Sure.
And so when we get to the stadium last night,
it's a woke law.
We can't bring car seat into Allegiant Stadium. We have to check it. And there are 3 or 4 locations outside the stadium where they have a bag check. And a lot of the people that were using this are women who don't know there's a clear bag policy.
Yeah.
And they have to check their purse. And so that's what most of this is for. But
it's an actual physical structure on the other side of the stadium.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the street. And so we are walking towards this so I can get the car seat out of bag check before the car arrives for us to take us back to Circa.
Right. So it's a lot of moving parts, and I'm behind everyone at this time because I'm on the phone doing, the post, killing it, by the way.
Dude.
Have you heard the reviews?
I could tell.
The analytics you were rattling off that quick after the game, insane.
Thank you. It's unbelievable you guys get to work with me on a day-to-day basis.
The audience just shot up.
Oh,
my God.
DVOA like 20 times.
Yeah. Wins above replacement, all his jargon he goes with.
So Dave is leading, and his wife Marissa is there, and are you holding Baby Wells?
Yeah, you got Wells. I was holding Wells.
All right. So as we cross the street, and again, this is not trying to think of a similar street in Dallas that Greenville Avenue. It's a large street.
It's like a 5-lane road, so 2 lanes in either direction, and then like a turn lane.
Like Collins, going over Collins in Arlington.
But it is more or less closed to traffic at this point.
Yes.
That the only traffic on this road are motorcycle cops going either way to keep it clear.
Right. Which we saw. And they were loud. And they would flip on their sirens. Well, as we're crossing the street, and I'm last in line, I'm just following the herd. All of a sudden, while I'm on the air doing the post-game show, all hell broke loose from one of the motorcycle cops.
The Cowboys played the Patriots, and Jim Plunkett was quarterback of the Patriots. And so we told him that, and he goes, I was?
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Not,
Okay.
not because... Oh, my God, dude.
Are you under arrest? Are you getting arrested?
Don't care. It's illegal, and you're doing it with a child. There's something called a crosswalk. Your eyeball.
Oh, no. Are you
What is
hearing all
happening?
this?
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh,
I think
my
you got
God.
to dump that.
Eater me.
That was somebody dropping an F-bomb in the background. Yes.
Oh, my God, Davey got in trouble for walking his kid across the street.
What? So that was on the loudspeaker about the baby?
Yes. Yes. There's something called a crosswalk. You do that with your baby.
Yeah, we did hear that.
Why were they on a megaphone?
I didn't know what they were. They're yelling at Davey.
Was that the
Yelling
police?
at Davey. Oh, my God.
Did you tell them that was Ken Stabler's great-grandkid?
Yeah, it was all on the air. Yes, it was all on the air. Yeah, they don't care. These cops don't really
It's
care.
the Raiders.
Stabler's. Yeah.
They're mad that they lost tonight.
They're not true Raiders fans.
No. Wow. Anyway.
We're going to hear a stabbing on the air.
Yeah. So it's a wild scene out here. But, yeah, awesome game.
But yeah.
Awesome game,
anyway.
you know, though.
Yeah, so they were calling it a megaphone, but he has his motorcycle cop helmet, and he has a little microphone, like a headset, like we have right on our headsets right now. And so he could just press a button on his handlebars to activate his mic, and then he had a speaker on his motorcycle. And so he, as this one,
like Mr. Microphone,
this one motorcycle cop in particular, because there were several, but this one was constantly using his mic to scold people to get on the sidewalk and keep this road clear. And so I'm walking across with Wells, making a beeline for this bag check, and he rolls right up to me.
Yeah.
Like, he stops
like he did a U-turn.
like 2 feet from me, slams on his brakes, and he looks at me. He goes, "Are you insane?" And I was like, "What?" And he goes, and you heard the rest, like, there's a thing called a crosswalk, and you're jaywalking with your baby. That's against the law. And so he's just reading me the riot act. And so I'm standing there with Wells, and we are about
90% across.
Yeah, we're like 6 steps from the curb. And I said, "So what would you like me to do now?" And he said, "Well, you're already here. Just go."
I would like to say at this point that I back the blue.
I do too.
But I would also like to say there was literally nobody on the street.
No one.
No one.
It was.
I thought he was gonna make me do a U-turn, go back to the other sidewalk, and walk down to the crosswalk and all the way around.
I thought
this officer was so over the top that I literally thought we were being pranked.
I thought
this was like Impractical Jokers or something.
Yeah, I thought he was driving up to actually assist you walking a baby. I'm not joking. That's what it looked like.
Like a police
Like,
escort?
oh my God, a baby! I've got to save it, and just kind of okay. Now be careful next time, son.
Like he came up to you and said, "There's a thing called a crosswalk. You should look it up," and it's just making such a spectacle about the entire. Look, I understand. At an NFL game, there will be jaywalking, and there will probably also be a pedestrian that gets hit by a truck because he's a moron and he's drunk and everything. I'm telling you, the street was completely empty, and these motorcycle cops were going down to address something, and one of them did sense that we were walking outside the crosswalk and did a complete U-turn and stepped on the gas, and it was so over the top that I could not believe what was happening.
Do we
And the only thing I was bummed about is we weren't recording because it was so egregious. And then I remembered Corby was on the air live, and I'm like, well, surely that didn't make it on the air. It is as clear as day.
Yeah.
And do we also have audio of him admonishing the other lady that was right next to us?
Yeah.
That's our second piece, right?
Yeah. So, do you want to set this up? Because again, I'm on the phone at this point. I'm 20 feet away from you, and he was chastising this one woman.
Well, so there was a couple, a guy and a girl that were Raiders fans, and they were standing on the sidewalk that we were headed towards. And I guess this cop had already gotten into it with them before we arrived on the scene. And so we get on the sidewalk, and she's telling us, this guy's just a hothead, and he doesn't know what he's talking about. You're fine. And so as she's talking to me,
which all checks out, by the way,
he does another lap, and he starts getting in on people like, stay on the sidewalk, stay off the street, use the crosswalk. And so she starts yelling at him, and then he goes in on her saying, everything is not about you. You need to check yourself, and I think that's what we have here.
Okay.
How noticeable was it to you to see Quinnen Williams out there for the Cowboys?
Very.
Yeah.
Very. Yeah, like it was, it changed everything, Oh, my God.
What did he say now? You're getting arrested?
Stay on the sidewalk.
Is he going to arrest Wells?
Is it RoboCop? It sounds like RoboCop.
I know, it's so weird. What?
This is awesome.
Why are they?
Did you hear that?
Why can't they just talk to you without being on the loudspeaker?
Did you hear what he just said?
No, what did he say?
Ma'am, the world doesn't revolve around you, so when you speak, think a little bit clearer.
Oh, my God.
All right, pause it there.
Punk.
And he literally said that she needs to, quote, humble herself.
Yeah, that not everything is about you.
I will say a lot of people do probably need to hear that daily. The world does not revolve around you, sir or ma'am.
Would it be okay if we say there's irony in him saying that you need to humble yourself?
It was amazing.
Like, bro, congratulations.
I don't know. He owned this girl pretty good. I kind of enjoyed that one.
But he wheeled all the way back around to confront someone who was standing on a curb with no cars around her whatsoever.
Yeah, he had
literally an empty street.
He had incredible mall cop energy.
Yeah. All right, is there more?
Did you hear what he just said?
No, what did he say?
Ma'am, the world doesn't revolve around you, so when you speak, think a little bit clearer.
Oh, my God. Drop it, punk.
Man, we're about to hear an arrest live on the air.
Oh, it's so great. I can't wait to pull this audio. Crazy.
Yeah, it was like the state trooper at Kyle Field.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Was relocated to Las Vegas and needed to clear all of Las Vegas of jaywalkers in one fell swoop. And, man, that was some over-the-top law enforcement right there.
Yeah, and
was Wells freaking out at all? Because that was loud.
He probably loved to see a cop on a motorcycle.
He was like, look at those flashing lights. It's like the slot machines.
It was like the coolest thing I've ever seen.
It was, though, kind of perfect in that everywhere we have taken the baby or the stroller, it's been met with some type of resistance.
Yes.
It was way too smooth getting out of the stadium and getting over to the place. Something had to happen. And the police intervened to scold Dave.
This whole city is against my child. But the fact that this guy had such angst towards me.
Yeah.
And,
he had it with you.
And my wife, God love her, she is a very supportive spouse. But if I ever do anything stupid where Wells is concerned, she is the first one to ream me out.
Yeah.
And she was not upset with me crossing an empty street.
You weren't playing Frogger.
Yeah, it was not like I was dodging traffic.
It's
not like I was dodging traffic. I was walking across a completely empty street, and so she thought it was funny. So if she thought it was funny that I was being admonished by a cop, then it was totally out of line.
God.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Dave.
Thank you. Well, if you live in Dallas proper, you've probably seen them on the roads, except they've had someone in the driver's seat. I speak of Waymo robo-taxis. Have you seen any of these in your neighborhood?
I haven't. No.
So down in the lower Greenville area, which is my neck of the woods, I've seen a lot of them.
Yeah.
Because,
that would be a hot spot.
You can't miss them because they have like 80 cameras mounted around the car.
Yeah, they look really weird.
That was the last Hardline Cowboy road trip.
Yeah, when you guys were in San Francisco. And so they've been kind of doing a trial and mapping the city and making sure that they have the driver as the fail-safe. But they're saying that in the coming weeks, within the next 2 to 3 weeks, they will begin offering autonomous rides via Waymo in Dallas. And so the first rides will be to Waymo employees as they're kind of getting everything up to speed, and then they'll open it to the public. And it's already available in Austin. And in Austin, it's through the Uber app. I'm not sure if that partnership will exist here in Dallas. I assume so.
Like DJ, you had to get Waymo, right? Like the app in San Francisco?
Yeah, same system. It's just
looks the same interface. All that, yeah.
Yeah, and so they say that they have 250,000 paid trips and millions of miles per week
250
as a corporation, and that the study says that Waymo rides are statistically much better than human driver rides.
Of course they are.
But that there was, I guess, 79% reduction in crashes where an injury was reported, and an 81% reduction in airbag deployment, and a 92% reduction in pedestrian crashes. So this is on the driverless Waymo rides. But there was something that happened in California where in San Francisco a Waymo accidentally ran over a cat, and the neighborhood was up in arms that this cat was driven over and killed by this robotaxi, and so Waymo had to apologize and donate to the Bay Area Animal Rights Organization in the cat's honor.
The Waymo didn't raise its hand and go, diplomatic immunity.
This is the most woke story in Community Quick Hits history.
What?
Libs.
That a robotic car hit a cat and had to apologize.
Yeah.
Yes. So, by the way, only 13% of U.S. drivers would trust an autonomous vehicle, and 61% said
old people.
They are afraid of driverless taxis.
People.
Well, no, hold on. A little pushback.
Go ahead. You're old.
Albeit, while true, I was very full of trepidation until I got in one.
And it takes about 15 seconds.
I know, but until I got in one, I felt like I was risking my life to get in one.
Which, think about that. How dumb that is.
You're dumb.
Well, they're not going to put you in a car that's risking your life.
Well, that's what the robots would want you to think. And also, do we know this cat wasn't suicidal?
True.
Are you victim blaming a cat that got run over?
Just waiting for the robo-taxi and then sprinting out.
The cat had enough. It's like, I'm not doing another winter in
Could have been like
California.
30 years old, too. We don't know.
Just take me now, Lord. And the cat just runs under the tire.
Like the Kessler twins did. They just
They
brought it upon themselves.
And the robot's like, man, I'm so careful around cats, but this guy's framed me.
Yeah.
He's trying to send me to robot jail.
By the way, at night, or at some point, they all go to their homes.
The cats?
No, not the cats. The cars do. There's like a distribution center, basically. I wonder where it is here, where all the Waymos go park at night and they charge and get ready to...
Well, I believe they have a partnership with Avis.
To feed off the energy of Dallasites.
And hasn't Big Taxi hired a bunch of cats to sacrifice themselves to keep taxi
they
cabs
just
in
throw them
business?
out in front of Waymos.
What was the cat that drove the car in Saturday Night Live? Toonces.
Yeah.
Toonces the cat.
Yeah. You know some Top Golf bros, don't you?
Corby? Of course he does.
What do you mean?
You know people that founded the company or that are currently like C-level in the
Founders
company.
of companies, rich, and they like golf. Does Corby know them?
I might know a few.
Well, they're about to get richer.
No way.
Yeah. As so they merged with Callaway. Did
We
you know
all
this?
get richer.
Did you know that Top Golf and Callaway had merged?
No.
So, but they're now splitting off the Top Golf part of it, and they are selling a 60% stake in Top Golf and Top Tracer, which I don't know what that is.
That's what you see.
That's
that's
on TV.
Okay.
Yeah, the shots and all that.
Okay, so they're selling a 60% stake to a private equity fund, Leonard Green and Partners, and they are getting $770 million for that 60% stake.
Man, the concept of Topgolf, which is based in Dallas, is so simple and so brilliant. And it just, why didn't we think of that?
Yeah. People like going to the driving range, but it's kind of boring. What if we made it cool?
So now Bertha Calloway gets richer?
Yeah.
Man.
I know.
And last thing, we've been following the travails of Rodeo Dallas.
How much money does she need before she gets on Billie Eilish's radar?
Seriously.
So Rodeo Dallas opened earlier this year, and it's in Deep Ellum. It's right there on the corner of Malcolm X and Elm Street. I can't remember what that bar used to be. It was one of like the kind of across the street from like the green room and stuff.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember what it used to be called, but it was an immediate hit. It was selling more than $600,000 in booze every month. And then the city attorney's office got so many complaints of disturbances, noise disturbances, and fights, and people selling drugs in this
It became a real
bar.
icky spot.
It became an icky spot. So the landlord locked Rodeo Dallas out, and then Rodeo Dallas tried to sue to get back in. They were temporarily let back in. Then it was closed once again. So they are moving. They have announced that they are moving to Uptown, that Rodeo Dallas is going to have a new location on Hall Street, the former site of the Palms Bar. And according to their latest post, they're opening this weekend.
Wow.
So if you want to party, get ready for Rodeo Bar Uptown.
I wonder if that's where Peyton's going to take me on our first date, because she's, Uptown girl. Now, you just don't know where it's going to be.
You need to ask your friend who stalks her where she likes to go out for drinks.
Right.
It's a little weird.
Sorry.
No, it's not that friend.
No,
it's a different
dump
friend.
that. No, it's not Daddy. Although we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
She's been
my God.
living in her white bread world, right?
Is that Daddy's? Not only because she's a newswoman and she's good looking,
and now she's looking for,
but she's a horn, and not just a horn, like the most hardcore Texas fan we know. Is that Daddy's ultimate catch?
Yes. Yes, someone who loves the horns as much as he does, that also has breasts and a vagina.
Dave?
I mean,
sorry, Misty.
He's not wrong. Oh, he's not wrong. Could we make that happen?
How bad would things have to turn for Peyton before she's looking to Daddy as, you know what?
Dude, okay.
This is my best option.
In all seriousness, not that bad. Maybe like Last Man in the World, but somewhere in that range.
Somewhere between...
How would we set them up?
It's in our will.
You don't think you'd be like Mice and Men, where we'd have to tell
no.
Daddy to be gentle?
Sorry.
Somewhere between...
Right, Lenny, the rabbit is very fragile.
Somewhere between 5 billion men in the world and 1 man in the world.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that continuum, there's the point at which Peyton would accept him.
Okay, all right.
I would say probably less than 10 men in the world.
10 men.
Gentle.
Yeah, no, it's too hard. It's too hard.
Sorry.
You're too rough. All right. We're joking, Daddy. We love you.
Yeah. You.
Oh, okay.
You too, Peyton.
All right.
Patreon.com/sportsgreek.
How did you get your nickname?
It goes way back. It goes all the way back to grade school, playing like in the 7th, 8th, 9th grade on a junior varsity team and returning punts of all things. And I returned to punt. You know how sometimes you cut back, you run 60,
serpentine.
You run 60, 70 yards to cover maybe 30.
Mm-hmm.
Cut back.
Mm-hmm.
The coach my coach then was a guy named Denzel Hollis, Coach Hollis. And he called me, he runs like a snake. And all my buddies picked up on it on the sidelines and said, hey, Coach Hollis called you a snake.
And you became the snake.
That's where it started, probably 7th, 8th, maybe 9th grade. It's a little high school in South Alabama, right outside of Mobile, Foley, F-O-L-E-Y, Foley, Alabama, the Foley Lines.
Yep, Foley is where we drive through when we're going down to the Redneck Riviera.
Yep, also hometown of Julio Jones. Julio Jones is from there. Robert Lester, who played safety at Alabama not long ago. They've always had Foley has always had terrific football programs down there. It's a small school right outside of Mobile, but, in great tradition. It goes way back. I mean, when I was playing there, 62, 3, 4, we were 29-1 in 3 varsity years.
So, in addition to all the winning you did in the pros, and all the winning you did in college, even in high school.
It's always been that way, Mike, and it's, the stars have just really lined up for me because of guys that I played with. I always played on a great team. I didn't pay my dues getting up or looking up at looking up. I had a great high school coach, a guy named Ivan Jones, and a bunch of great teammates, and we were 29-1 in high school and won 2 state championships. And then you get the opportunity to go play at Alabama, and you play for, in my opinion, the greatest of all time. And there we were 28-3-2, and we won 1 national championship, 2 SEC championships. And then because of that great team, the great coaching on every level, starting high school, college, you get the opportunity to move to the next level. And, you go and play for John Madden in a great I walked into a tailor-made team, and we played in 5 consecutive AFC championship games out there, finally beat Pittsburgh in 1976, and we won Super Bowl 11 in January 1977.
So, Alabama, was there any doubt where you were going out of high school? But Bear Bryant's there, but for you growing up there, was that it? Once you got the offer, was like, okay, going?
Yeah, I didn't get recruited by that many SEC schools, and I was going to stay in the state. I thought I would be a baseball player. I thought I would pitch. The Yankees offered me money out of high school, and I always thought that I would play baseball. But then, when Coach Bryant, establishes Alabama the way that he did with national championships and great tradition, and as a young player, you want to go up there and do the same thing that Pat Trammell did. He was the quarterback of Alabama's first national championship game. Steve Sloan in Namath in 64 national championship. Steve Sloan 65 national championship. 66 was my turn. You just wanted to go up there and do the same thing that a lot of great players had done before you. So when Coach Bryant came down to Foley, Alabama, and came to my house and sat down and had dinner with my mom and my dad, and he was spitting those Chesterfields, and he said, "Son, we'd really like for you to come up and play with us." And I wanted to leave with him that day. But it was my dad indoctrinated me to Alabama football, and he always said, if you're gonna go work and you're gonna go put in the time, you're gonna do everything that it takes, then you need to win. Winning is important. Winning's a hell of a lot more fun. And at that point in time, Alabama was dominating the SEC, so it was kind of a no-brainer.
Not a real hard choice between football and baseball for you?
It was a hard choice, but Alabama and all the people, all the alumni and everybody in that small hometown, Alabama, Coach Bryant, national championship, SEC champ, go there. But there was something inside of me that wanted to pitch, that wanted to throw the ball. I wanted to pitch. I was a great baseball fan. I threw real hard and a real hard overhand curveball, and I always loved to pitch. And I thought that I would. At one time, I thought that's what I wanted to do, but I think I made the right choice.
It worked out.
Yeah, it worked out for me. You get the opportunity to go to the next level and play with great teams out in Oakland.
Where'd they draft you? Where'd the Yankees draft you?
I was drafted number 2 in a free agent draft.
Okay.
Yeah, and a guy named George Zura came down to Foley, and I threw the ball for him one afternoon, and they said we'd like to sign you, and they offered me a certain amount of money. At that point in time, my family could use the money, and but still, everybody was saying Alabama, and it was a little bit of a tug of war, of deciding that, go to AAA ball and try to pitch your way into the bigs, and we'll pay for your college education and a certain amount of money. This is 1964, and my senior year in high school.
So with the Raiders, when you get there, and you mentioned going to 5 straight AFC championship games, and that it's stunning to think about how good you guys were on a consistent basis. But knocking that door down, we were talking about when Bum Phillips died, they couldn't do it against the Steelers, and it was tough against the Steelers. And it was tough against the Cowboys if you were in the NFC at that time. You guys were kind of synonymous with each other. But what was it? What was it that finally got you past the Steelers, you think, that one year?
Playing them at home. You know, they were a great, great football team. We were a victor to them. Like I said, we played in 5 consecutive AFC championships and eventually got them to come home, come to Oakland. Miami knocked us out once. Pittsburgh knocked us out 3 times. And, that is the best team that in my career. That's the best team that I ever played against. That defense, the Steel Curtain, is great, great team. When you talk about L.C. Greenwood and Joe Green and Ernie Holmes, Dwight White. Great linebacking core, Lambert in the middle, and Andy Russell and Jack Ham. Mel Blunt was a 215-pound Hall of Fame corner. Donnie Shell, great safety. Wagner, a great safety. And, they were great. And Chuck Noll was a great coach. And, we were a victim of a great, great team, more than once. And we finally, we had to have the best record as a tiebreaker. We knew going to training camp that we were going to handle the West. We were going to beat San Diego. We'll beat Seattle. They were in the West at that point in time. We're going to beat Kansas City. We're going to beat San Diego. Where do we play Pittsburgh? And that was the thought in August. Mm-hmm. We're going to go dominate the West and try to have best record and get them to come to Oakland. And that's getting them at home, I think, was the main thing. And we beat them, 17-6 or 24-6 or something like that. And then went on to Super Bowl 11.
And, of course, while you were doing all that winning, by all accounts, you guys had a little fun along the way, too, didn't you?
We did. We had a great cast of characters. I mean, a lot of guys that, have a lot of fun off the field, loved each other, didn't let the fact that we live life to the fullest get in the way of giving the fans what they're supposed to and playing for all the right reasons, playing for the ownership and playing for Coach Madden and playing for the city and playing for each other. We all knew that, but we didn't let the fact that we played football get in the way of doing all of our social and civic work that we did around the city.
Of course,
yeah.
So what was a typical week like? Let's say that you and it was a cast of characters. For those who don't remember the Raiders back then, I mean, there are so many names that are thrown out, and you think first and foremost, that guy's a character. Not only is he a great player, but he's a character.
Yeah, there were a lot of guys other teams wouldn't touch on that club.
Yeah, Al Davis had a great knack for finding players, if we needed something, of finding players that had issues at other teams, whether it was an issue off the field or some whatever the issue may be. He would bring that guy, a guy like John Matuzak, who had problems in Houston and had problems in Tampa, had problems in Kansas City, came to our team and gave us 2 or 3 great years. Guy like Willie Hall, guy like Carl Garrett used to play with the Bears. Guys that had some type of issue or for whatever. And bring them and put them in the, with birds of a feather, so to speak, and put them in an environment where they can be who they want to be. And John just let us play. He just pitched us a playbook. I played in a much simpler time, than it is now, with all
Did you call all the plays?
I did. Yeah, probably 60-70% of every game that I played. And that was just the way that once you learn the system and you take that great team. And John, that was the way John coached.
I think people that hear that today, though, a lot of people, kids that are 15 to 40 years old or whatever, they hear that you called your own plays.
Yeah.
Or they hear Bradshaw did that or whatever, and they think, what? I mean, offensive coordinator now means everything to the success of a team, it seems like. And
we didn't have offensive coordinator.
Right.
There was no such position as an offensive coordinator or a defensive coordinator. Tom Flores was our quarterback coach, John Madden the head coach. And, and once you get down the system and you get some type of game plan, and our game plan was basically everything we had. It was a real simple offense. We were an inside, big fullback, tough inside running team, to make people stay home and then get into the play-pass game. And you got a Hall of Fame receiver in Freddie Biletnikoff. You got a Hall of Fame tight end in Casper. You had a great tight end in Ray Chester. We played a lot of 2 tight end. And hell, Cliff Branch could outrun half the cars in the parking lot. We were a really good football team. And the same thing on the other side of the ball when you think about Ted Hendricks, Hall of Fame, Willie Brown, Hall of Fame, Jack Tatum, pound for pound, the toughest, and Atkinson at safety, Otis Sistrunk, Phil Villapiano.
Can you imagine Tatum
Great
playing
teams.
today as far as the fines go, as far as the hits
Jack
and everything?
Jack played the game within the rules.
Oh yeah, I know. But I mean, like if he was doing that today, the guy'd be broke.
He would have to change his game a little bit because that's the way Jack played the game. The way that it was, he didn't play beyond the rules. He didn't carry a gun or a knife out there. He just played.